Hey everybody, Strider back here with another daily casting game. A shout out to TD Zig for letting me go ahead and cast some of his games. This is actually one of the fan games he did, and he does quite a few of these actually. I think he's done about 4 or 5 today already. He's a great streamer, a great player, very friendly, answers a lot of questions. So huge shout out to Zig. He's just a great guy. So, into the actual picks, we have quite an interesting pick here. Really interesting team comp. So, I think Zig is actually going to mid against Chuffles in mid Ari. Gonna go 1v1. I think that's what they agreed upon before the game started. So, we're gonna see how that pans out. I'm also interested to see the Lee Sin vs Jax matchup, or Lee Sin vs Darius. I'm not quite sure. Maybe even Teemo versus Darius. I know Teemo's really squishy typically, but I think with his blinding dart and everything, it's almost like the bleed from Darius. Just doesn't stack as easily, I suppose. So we're going to see, but yeah, it looks like Zig's team has pretty much all AD, and and the other team, the purple team, has a pretty well-rounded team. We got AP, we got a support. Got an AD, we got a bruiser jungler, we got a Teemo. I don't really know what category he falls into anymore. Just he's in his own category. He's like solo map Teemo. He has his global taunt that everyone just wants to kill him all the time, all day, every day. So we're gonna see how that pans out. So yeah, we'll have Nautilus in the jungle against Lee Sin, and my mouse is going crazy already. So this will be an interesting matchup because Lee Sin has a pretty fast jungle. Nautilus has an okay jungle. I mean, it's pretty good after he hits level 3. Once he gets that second level into his shield, it's pretty fast, but it's a slow start. So as long as he gets a really strong leash, he should be okay. And he's also going to dunk people because his name is Get Dunked. So I'm excited to see some dunking action going on, and I wonder if they're gonna do a level 1v1 in mid, or if they're gonna do like a level 2 or 3. I'm not really sure what Ari's plan is, but I think it might be said in chat. Nope. I'm gonna hide that anyway. Alright, well, maybe I'll leave it open just because it's a fan game. What lane you going into, bro? Support Jax. So I'm pretty excited about the support Jax if it ends up panning out. It doesn't look like it is because Soraka has 4 wards and a fairy charm. Yeah. Okay, so Jax is just going boots, 3 potions. Same with... he might start out with Counter-Strike first, which would be pretty nice. They're going to have a decent amount of armor, especially after Graves starts doing some auto-attacking. They'll be able to get a stun in. It'll be relatively easy to telegraph, though, is the only thing. And Soraka can just silence him while Corki Valkyrie is away. So we will see. I think they're pinging to have him start Wolves instead of starting Blue, but it doesn't look like Get Dunked wants to get dunked by the Wolves. So we'll see how that turns out. Teemo's being an invisible little critter right now in the corner, which I actually really like this spot because you're not going to see just a random Urgot Q come flying through and just hitting this little corner. So it's pretty safe. I would say it's a very safe bet. So we're going to see. Hopefully this doesn't reset, which it did not. Fantastic. And Lee Sin has already picked up blue. And as you can tell here, the difference in speed is pretty significant. And Lee Sin also took his Wolves, which Nautilus has not yet. Nautilus does have his hook to get around the map a little bit faster, but then Lee Sin does have his Sonic Wave and Resolute Smite? Resonating Strike. There we go. Resolute Smite. I don't even know what that's from. Sounds like something from Magic the Gathering, possibly. I'm not exactly sure. I'm excited to see this one-on-one going on in the middle. Doesn't seem like they're doing... Oh, it was a really close charm on Ari's part. So, oh, is it double ignite going off? Oh, that was a great auto attack. Oh, Zig does pick up first blood from that 1v1. And Zig really needed that level 2 in order to win that fight, I think, because Ari has a lot of life steal just after spamming her spells. So I think if Ari would have hit that charm, it would have been so good. So good for Ahri. Looks like Lee Sin's coming up top to get this Darius. This could be very, very dangerous because Darius doesn't have any escaping maneuvers. So this is going to be very, 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 very scary. The blinding dart, so he can't. It's going to slow him. It's probably going to get him with a flash. No, they're not going to go for it. So was able to back him off a lot, but they did not waste his flash, which is probably what they were really, really trying to do. And as you can see, the virginity is strong in this one, so I'm pretty excited to see. That cherry get popped. So, yeah, this is gonna be one of those games, I suppose. I'm interested to see this. I'm really, really interested to see this poor Jax. I really want to see him just like start up his leap strike, see if he can get anything off. I'm just really worried about that Soraka's reaction time on the silence. If she can get him silenced in midair, he's not going to be able to stun, and Corky's going to be able to Valkyrie away or just deal a boatload of damage to him before he can do anything. But it is very possible that Graves can still follow up with some heavy, heavy damage. So we will see how that pans out. And level 3 to level 4, even after the gank. Nautilus is just now getting to his red buff. So, yeah, Nautilus is a pretty slow jungler, and it looks like he might be a little bit slower. I don't know if he got really low and had to go back. I'm not exactly sure what happened, because I don't believe he should be there. But we might see an invasion by the Lee Sin. Yes, it looks like it's going to happen. Oh, Lee Sin gets him. So he does waste the flash on the Nautilus, which was really, really good. Nautilus tried to dredge line out of there, but it didn't really matter because he wasn't coming up for it anyway. So that was an excellent play by the Lee Sin. And as you can see, Nautilus wants that Lee Sin to go away, and Lee Sin refuses to. So Lee Sin's like a bald, shirtless rapist with tattoos. I guess he's not bald in this one, but he's still a rapist, and that's still terrifying. And Nautilus is a big guy, and so if Nautilus is running away from him, even with all that armor, you know Lee Sin's scary. He's gonna be a scary dude. How's that feel? Zig doing a little friendly trash talking. It's not real trash talking. They know it's fan game, and everybody knows he's just messing around. But Lee Sin's coming in for the gank. Unfortunately, he's not level 6, so he can't kick him into the tower. But Zig might get away, or might just... Oh, yeah, looks like he might just kill him. Oh, he missed it. Oh, is it going to get him? Yes, it is going to pick him up. He was able to avoid that, and he was able to get the ult on him and run away. The creeps aren't going to aggro him. So, luckily that Ahri was not level 6, because if Ahri was level 6, she would have just chased after him. So, I don't know why I keep saying so. That's so ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god, no! Alright, so that was really great pickup by Nautilus, just taking that Ahri off guard, and Ahri focusing all of her damage onto Zig. Sorry, onto Urgot. Still haven't seen any crazy action going down here. I think it's because, like the scenario I said before. Oh, Graves might have gone AFK actually, and they are going to take advantage of it. No, Soraka, silence. We used the silence. Oh, the stun did not go off. It looks like he jumped a little bit too late. And Graves is definitely AFK for some reason. Nautilus is coming down. They might try to bait out, because they don't have a ward there. They might try to bait it out. No, they're not going to. So Nautilus is just going to come in to scare them away. Nautilus is not in the bush, even though he thinks he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, so the stun didn't go off again. Oh, it was off a little bit too late. Lee Sin's coming in, and Jax is going to go down from all of Lee Sin's damage, and Corky did Valkyrie, and he's going to try to get that last damage. Oh, that was a great ward and safeguard to the ward to pick up that last kill, even though Corky picked it up anyway. So that was... There we go, saying so again. That was a great ward placement. I think it was a great move by Lee Sin to throw down that ward and safeguard to try to get that last auto attack. But unfortunately, it was taken by the Corky, because I believe the Corky just hit level 6 and he was able to hit his missile barrage on it. So I'm interested to see some damage coming in through top lane here pretty soon, because Darius is level 7 now. He's going to be able to get many stacks of his passive, his hemorrhage. going to make Teemo bleed out, although Teemo's so little, he's not going to really bleed that much. That is an advantage that Teemo has. Low body, so low blood cell count, I don't know. Oh, is Ahri going to go down? Oh, it's so close. Ahri is almost dead. So if Zig does a flash ult, which I think Flash is still down, so he's not going to be able to do that. Lee Sin was going for the gank, but then he discriminated against it. Lee Sin really needs to hit level 6. Once he hits level 6, he can gank mid and just kick Urgot into the tower. He needs to make sure that Urgot does not have level 6, because right when he gets 6, he can just swap out of there. So, yeah, he can just use his hyper-connected poison reverser. Position reverser, not poison reverser. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh, Corey's coming for the sky. Oh, Corey misses the barrage. Oh, the big one picks it up. So unfortunately, our hero for the day does go down in a blazing gory of red buff. Ahri is back with blue buff. Probably going to do some damage to this tower. Might just take their race, which looks like she's just going to take their race. She's a very mean individual. The other race do reset, but she is still going to pick those up. Nautilus did pick up the second blue. I believe they did. Oh, no, okay, there's no more damage coming out on here. Darius has full mana and Teemo does not have any mana, so that is incredibly scary. Very, very, very scary, the fact that Teemo doesn't have anything as far as mana goes. Although he is able to just push up shrooms and clear those minion waves pretty easily. Lee Sin looks like he's trying to tower dive, evidently. I think he did show himself, so Jax was able to effectively hide a little bit. Looks like Urgot's coming in for some hyper-aggressive, and Lee Sin's coming in, going to slow him down, possibly knock him into Ahri. Ahri might ult in, but Ahri might have already ulted in. No, okay. Urgot does go down again in a blazing glory of red buff. I think Zig's, or Urgot, sorry. I think Urgot's main issue is that red buff. Red buff too strong. Ahri, you should probably go back, as Nautilus is coming up, and Nautilus will be able to take down that Ahri pretty easily. He does use Dredge Line to catch up, and he does. Is he going to ult? Yes, he doesn't even have to ult to pick up that kill. Took that blue buff. Fantastic. So we are excited to see this depth started. I think that Urgot is going to be able to be very, very powerful with this Nautilus. Their ults, or Nautilus's ult, synergizes really well with Urgot's poison. Oh, there might be some action up top. Lee Sin is slowing him down, and they're exhausting. They did force the flash. Teemo flashes anyway, just to pick up the kill and make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Great move by Teemo, but I was a tad bit worried that Darius was going to ult on top of him, because he was really low. So Darius... Oh no! Nautilus. Nautilus might ult. Yes, he is going to ult just to get away, and he was able to do that. Might come in for the Dredge Line, decides not to put himself in that position, which was a great play. And of course, he runs off with a roar, because that is just what Nautilus does. He roars. Oh, is he going to get a Q? Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't get the... Oh, I was like, what? The Acid Hunter. He's probably going to get at least one Acid Hunter. He's going to do a Hyperverse, maybe? Oh, no, he's just going to... Oh, pink! Them snipes. So, Urgot is basically the Opper in Counter-Strike. Is what's going on right here. Ahri is able to take down the Nautilus with her ult and get away from the tower, refreshing her blue buff. But again, she is very, very low, so she does need to go back. She does have some health potions, and she has her natural lifesteal. That is going to help drastically. Jax is going to lose his tower down here, unfortunately. Sad panda, sad panda. Graves is still DC'd. We're not too happy about that, but there's not too much we can do. Keep in mind, it is a fan game. We're just having fun. Everybody's just having a good time, messing around. Nothing too serious. Ahri might be going into beast mode here, though. Ahri is camping out Zig. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Oh, Lee Sin's coming in. This is going to be really dangerous, because once he takes out all these... Is he going to go in? He's going to kick him into the tower. He might. No, he's going to kick him away from the Ahri. Not the best idea, but he does get out of there just ever so slightly. Oh, Ahri flashes over the wall and Urgot predicts it. Corki comes in for the... Oh, juked the barrage, but could not stay away from the auto attacks. This time he did not go down to red buff, so that was a great improvement. A vast improvement. Well, actually, I think red buff is really good, so I guess it was kind of not an improvement. Lee Sin picks up another blue buff, because I think Ahri still has... yeah, half the blue buff left. I probably still would have given it to Ahri, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. That was a really close stretch line. I'm actually surprised that that did not hit. It was a great charm by Ahri, though. Nautilus is so fat that his hitbox is huge, which is really odd. Well, I guess not, because he looks ginormous, but his hitbox is about the same size as Zilean does. Zilean's hitbox is huge for his magnitude. Zilean's just an old man. He's not a fat old man, but he has a big hitbox. Nautilus knows that she's coming. Yes, Nautilus is waiting for her, but she is going to be able to get away with her ult. No, the hyper reverse. No, hyperkinetic reverse charge. So it was a nice try by Urgot, but I think he successfully let that Ahri get away with his hyperkinetic position reverser. Soraka is warding up their jungle like a freaking Christmas tree, though. We have a ward in this bush. Actually, I think the Lee Sin did put down a couple wards, but she did put down a ward here at red buff, and they are able to ward freely because they did take this bottom tower. So this frees up a lot of this part of the jungle, basically makes it a lot less threatening for them to go into this part of the jungle. So that's an excellent play on the red team's part because they are able to ward that area, and as you can see, they do have some wards around the Baron-ish area, but nothing too crazy. It is 15 minutes, so Baron just spawned. I haven't seen any attempts on Dragon, which is a little odd. Typically you see attempts at Dragon at around 7 to 9 minutes. So I'm going to be very, very excited once that happens. We're going to see a huge team fight and a lot of blood. Blood and victory. They are pinging down Nautilus. They do know Nautilus is there. Oh, Nautilus just barely gets away from that charm. They do have a ward in that bush, and that's why they were able to see it. Oh, it's a great... what is it? Yes, not corrosive charge. I never know what to call this. I always call it Noxian charge or corrosive charge. I think I'll just call it corrosive charge. That makes it a little bit easier because Noxian corrosive charge is just too much of a mouthful. Darius might be getting on this Teemo's little hemorrhages. Darius runs over another mushroom. That is very, very dangerous for him. Looks like Teemo might be going hybrid AP AD. Yeah, looks like he's going AP attack speed, so hitting it up with those poisons. Oh, church lined right into one of those shrooms. That was a great pickup. That was a great pickup just by the shroom. Oh, what am I missing down here? Urgot does go down, so checks. I'm actually going to go back 15 seconds just so I can see that. So Urgot gets a little bit aggressive. He's going for glory. For glory. He does the reversal, but he does Valkyrie out of it. Jax comes in, does not hit anybody. The stun goes down to Ahri, and Urgot goes down to... Actually, they both go down to Corki, but Ahri did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. That was not good times. I'm not sure if the position reversal was the best thing to do on the Corki since he knew that Corki had Valkyrie up. And Valkyrie just makes him get rid of a ton of distance. So then it just put Urgot in the middle of Soraka and then Corki, and behind him, if he did decide to run away, was an Ahri, a full health Ahri. Either way, it was a really bad situation. So I'm not exactly sure. I thought Soraka might have silenced him out of it. That's what I was worried about too, but he would have still gotten the magic and armor resistance from it. Is Nautilus going to take away this wolf? Yes, he is. That wolf. That wolf. Lee Sin does not want to battle him, and I'm not sure if that's because he thought the rest of his team was coming or just because he didn't think he could take Nautilus. Not exactly sure on the situation of that, but it does look like Lee Sin is going to come in here for the Urgot. Urgot does not look like he's messing around. Urgot gets kicked back by the Lee Sin. Urgot he might flash over. Yes, he's gonna flash over. Yeah, but he's gonna safeguard to that minion, or to the ward that he pushed down there. This Lee Sin he's on the line with those wards and the safeguards. There we go. Zig calls the good game already. He's already calling the good game. It hasn't even been 20 minutes. He's calling GG. Ari's coming in, so is Corky. Oh, Nautilus is just getting completely blown up. Eviscerated is basically the term I would use. Ari is almost dead. Hopefully she will get some heals from Soraka. Yes, Soraka does heal him. And they're going to take down this middle turret and inhibitor. Jax is still just hanging out. Yeah, the reason it's GG is because there goes Zig humping the graves with the Zergot. That would be a very uncomfortable position to be in with an Urgot. But, you know, when you go AFK, it's your fault to begin with. So, he kind of brought it on himself, just saying. I really wanted this Graves to come back. I was excited for this 5-on-5. This is going to be a great fan game. It was really, really close up until the point where Graves did go AFK. And after that, it just kind of snowballed. Yes, I'm going to use that cliche term, snowballed, into the red team's favor. 20 minutes, they are 8k gold ahead. Neither team has gotten a dragon or gone for Baron yet. That is still interesting to me, even though they have a person lead. Oh no! Urgot does get charmed, does get hit, and now is silenced by the Soraka. He is going to do his charge. Ari flashes back and just destroys. Oh, they do a lot of damage. Urgot is ignited. Urgot's going to go down to the ignite. Urgot survives. Wow. And they are able to take down the Ari and the Soraka. I'm going to go back and catch the rest of that. So they flashed in. He got the stun on 3 of them. Got the Nautilus ult on 3 of them. And they just went down like flies. I'm just going to kind of put on directive camera. Oh, that was a great dredge line by the Nautilus. Corky is just throwing out damage as much as possible. Corky is 7-0 with 172 CS. There's not really much he could do. And again, Lee Sin does get over that wall with a ward and safeguard. Lee Sin's really just going crazy with those. I'm pretty sure he just recently learned how to do that, and that's why he's doing it so much. Because I don't think I've ever seen any Lee Sin ever do it this much before. Yep, and so oh no, he's gonna get stunned. No, safeguards to that ward again. But Nautilus is chasing him this time. Oh, gets dragon kicked back by the Lee Sin. We are back to live, so I'm going to take it off directed camera. And we do see, okay, so we got a dredge line on the Soraka, and we're probably going to see, yes, we are going to see the execution. The Noxian Guillotine coming out from the Darius. And now it is refreshed, and unfortunately Urgot died, but I missed it. So we're going to see what happened. Looks like he might walk into one of these mushrooms. No, he's just actually going to go after the Teemo. Teemo's going to kite him into a shroom. Corky comes in. How does he get away from that? Is that a summoner heal? Wow, I cannot believe he got away from that. That was so close. So Corky did use his summoner heal, but I'm not sure Teemo actually benefit from it because I don't think he was in range of it. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Lee Sin's gone back to his jungle. We did actually see the dragon go down. I didn't see who take it, but I was assuming it was the red team. And there's some action going in mid. Dredge line just barely missed on the Ari. There's a lot of action going in mid, so I'm really interested in to see a 4v5. There's actually a 4 versus 3 right now. They're running. They're booking it. They don't want any of this going on. Even with their CC that they have a couple grabs, slow, a stun, knock up. And even with that, the red team's just too powerful that the blue team will just get melted completely. Just completely destroyed. Teemo did take top tower finally. Lee Sin looks like he's going to push bottom. How gangster is Captain Korea? Skill of 1 to 10, 2. I haven't heard about Captain Korea in a while. I don't know where that guy's been. With, who else did he play with? I don't remember. There was a lot of Korean teams that I used to play with back in the day, but then once the Koreans started, wow, that was a great Great pickup on Soraka, but Urgot does finally go down, and Ari might be going down to the Noxian Guillotine. No, actually falls down to Jax. Jax is going for the Corki. Jax is a little late on ulting, and I think he's going to go down even after that. Yes, the crit from Corki is too strong. Tink, 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 tink. So I believe they're just going to push mid and win. Oh, okay. So it was a surrender vote. That was a great game, even though it was a 4 vs 5 most of the game. GG noobs, mid feed. Everyone being friendly at the end of the game. That's always good to see. Good game, guys, and I'll see you again tomorrow.